Life in the UK practice test. Question 1 of 24. How many weeks does the orchestral classical music event known as the proms last for? A. 3 weeks. B. 4 weeks. C. 6 weeks. D. 8 weeks. The correct answer is D. 8 weeks. The proms is an 8-week summer season of orchestral classical music that takes place in various venues, including the Royal Albert Hall in London. Life in the UK practice test. Question 2 of 24. When did the Queen start reigning? A. In 1932. B. In 1949. C. In 1952. D. In 1949. The correct answer is C. In 1952. The Queen has reigned since her father's death in 1952. And in 2012 she celebrated her Diamond Jubilee, 60 years as Queen. Life in the UK practice test. Question 3 of 24. What did the Chartists campaign for? A. The right to vote for women over 30 years old. B. The right to vote for the working classes and other people without property. C. The right to vote for women and men over 30 years old. D. The right to vote for every citizen. The correct answer is B. The right to vote for the working classes and other people without property. The Chartists demanded the vote for the working classes and other people without property. Life in the UK practice test. Question 4 of 24. What is the name of the land formation consisting of columns made of volcanic lava located on the northeast coast of Northern Ireland? A. Eden Project. B. The Giant's Causeway. C. Loch Lomond. D. Snowdonia. The correct answer is B. The Giant's Causeway. Located on the northeast coast of Northern Ireland, the Giant's Causeway is a land formation of columns made from volcanic lava. Life in the UK practice test. Question 5 of 24. Members of the public are not allowed in youth courts, and the name or photographs of the accused young person cannot be published in newspapers or used by the media. A. True. B. False. The correct answer is A. True. Life in the UK practice test. Question 6 of 24. A set of principles by which a country is governed and which includes all of the institutions that are responsible for running the country and how their power is kept in check is the definition for A. Revolution. B. Constitution. C. Monarchy. D. Democracy. The correct answer is B. Constitution. A constitution is a set of principles by which a country is governed. It includes all of the institutions that are responsible for running the country and how their power is kept in check. Life in the UK practice test. Question 7 of 24. When did Emmeline Pankhurst die? A. 1928. B. 1935. C. 1936. D. 1930. The correct answer is A. 1928. Emmeline Pankhurst died in 1928. Shortly before Emmeline's death, women were given the right to vote at the age of 21. The same as men. Life in the UK practice test. Question 8 of 24. What two houses were confronted during the Wars of the Roses? A. The House of Lancaster. B. The House of Leicester. C. The House of Canterbury. D. The House of York. Correct answers are A. The House of Lancaster. C. The House of Canterbury. The Wars of the Roses were fought between the supporters of two families, the House of Lancaster and the House of York. Life in the UK practice test. Question 9 of 24. Who was the first woman to become Prime Minister in the UK? A. J.K. Rowling. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Jane Austen. D. Hillary Clinton. The correct answer is B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher Britain's first woman Prime Minister, led the Conservative government from 1979 to 1990. Life in the UK practice test. Question 10 of 24. What does the term MEPs stand for? A. Members of the European Parliament. B. Members of the Parliament. C. Magistrates of the European Parliament. D. Members of the European parties. The correct answer is A. Members of the European Parliament. Life in the UK practice test. Question 11 of 24. Which one of the following gardens is located in Northern Ireland? A. Bodnant Garden. B. Mount Stewart. C. Sissinghurst. D. Hidcote. The correct answer is B. Mount Stewart. Mount Stewart is located in Northern Ireland. Bodnant Garden in Wales and Sissinghurst and Hidcote in England. Life in the UK practice test. Question 12 of 24. When is the Mercury Music Prize awarded? A. July. B. August. C. September. D. October. The correct answer is C. September. The Mercury Music Prize is awarded each September for the best album from the UK and Ireland. Life in the UK practice test. Question 13 of 24. Which of the following statements is true? A. To apply to become a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you will need to have a university degree. B. To apply to become a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you will need to have a good understanding of life in the UK. C. To apply to become a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you will need to have British relatives. D. To apply to become a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you will need to have knowledge of the British laws. The correct answer is B. To apply to become a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you will need to have a good understanding of life in the UK. Life in the UK practice test. Question 14 of 24. Who invented the cash dispensing ATM, automatic teller machine, or cash point? A. Sir Peter Mansfield. B. James Goodfellow. C. Patrick Steptoe. D. Sir Tim Berners-Lee. The correct answer is B. James Goodfellow. In the 1960s, James Goodfellow, 1937, invented the cash dispensing ATM, automatic teller machine, or cash point. The first of these was put into use by Barclays Bank in Enfield, North London in 1967. Life in the UK practice test. Question 15 of 24. What is the name of the only Grand Slam tennis event played on grass? A. The Australian Open. B. The Wimbledon Championships. C. The US Open. D. The Queen's Open. The correct answer is B. The Wimbledon Championships. The Wimbledon Championships is the oldest tennis tournament in the world and the only Grand Slam event played on grass. Life in the UK practice test. Question 16 of 24. What is the meaning of the term habeas corpus? A. You must present the person in court. B. You must obey the law. C. You should go to court. D. You should not be judged. The correct answer is A. You must present the person in court. Habeas corpus is Latin for you must present the person in court. The Habeas Corpus Act guaranteed that no one could be held prisoner unlawfully. Every prisoner has a right to a court hearing. Life in the UK practice test. Question 17 of 24. What name is given to the candelabrum lit during the 8-day holiday of Hanukkah? A. Menorah. B. Diwali. C. Ramadan. D. Baisakhi. The correct answer is A. Menorah. Hanukkah is in November or December and is celebrated for 8 days. On each day of the festival a candle is lit on a stand of 8 candles, called a menorah. 2. Remember the story of the festival, where oil that should have lasted only a day did so for 8. Life in the UK practice test question 18 of 24. Which of the following statements is true? A. It is against the law to walk your dog on the beach. B. It is against the law to treat a pet cruelly or to neglect it. C. It is against the law to take pets into public places. D. It is against the law to feed your pet in public places. The correct answer is B. It is against the law to treat a pet cruelly or to neglect it. Life in the UK practice test question 19 of 24. In which of the following matters can the Scottish Parliament legislate? Choose 5 options. A. Additional tax-raising powers. B. Economic development. C. Health. D. Education. E. Civil and criminal law. F. Immigration. G. Planning. Correct answers are A. Additional tax-raising powers. C. Health. D. Education. E. Civil and criminal law. G. Planning. The Scottish Parliament can legislate on civil and criminal law, health, education, planning and additional tax-raising powers. Life in the UK practice test questions 20 of 24. Drinking in public can be a criminal offence and you can be fined or arrested for it. A. True. B. False. The correct answer is A. True. Drinking in public. Some places have alcohol-free zones where you cannot drink in public. The police can also confiscate alcohol or move young people on from public places. You can be fined or arrested. Life in the UK practice test question 21 of 24. The Elizabethan period in England was a time of growing patriotism, a feeling of pride in being English. English explorers sought new trade routes and tried to expand British trade into the Spanish colonies in the Americas. A. True. B. False. The correct answer is A. True. Life in the UK practice test question 22 of 24. How many crosses form the Union flag? A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. D. 5. The correct answer is B. 3. Life in the UK practice test question 23 of 24. Who were the suffragettes? A. A group who demanded the vote for the working classes. B. A group who used civil disobedience to gain the vote for women. C. A group who campaigned for the vote of men over 21 years of age. D. A group who introduced new ideas about politics. The correct answer is B. A group who used civil disobedience to gain the vote for women. Life in the UK practice test question 24 of 24. When did Henry VIII die? A. In January 1547. B. In January 1557. C. In February 1547. D. In February 1557. The correct answer is A. In January 1547. Henry VIII died on the 28th of January 1547.